Hello, welcome once again to another edition of the Coach's Corner program. I'm Jeff Ruth, along with Harding boys basketball coach Jamie Pearson. And Jamie, no program last week because of snow, and now there's no snow left because of the rain. You went 3-1 in your last 4 games. Most coaches would take 3-1, but you really were looking for that Shelby game.
Yeah, we knew it was going to be a challenge. We played them tough for 3 quarters at our place, and then we had to, turn around. Many games later, we had improved, they had improved, and it's a tough place to play. They're a senior-laden team. They have a lot of really, really good athletes, and we just weren't able to get it going that night. So disappointing with those results, but was happy that we bounced back on Saturday and picked up a win.
Yeah, and the week prior to that, a league win against Gallion, and then you had to be in that 6-1-4 tournament and came up with a nice win there.
Yeah, where Gallion was the last team in the league that we hadn't seen the first time. We've had a lot of road games this year, and we knew going there was going to be difficult. It always has been. They have a couple, 2 or 3 outstanding players and just a real solid team, new coach. They're getting better by the minute, and they played us really tough. It was really close at halftime, and we just kept, fighting and clawing, and at the end we were able to come up on top. And then a special event down in Columbus, battle for the 6-1-4. We played a team all the way over in Eastern Ohio, Indian Valley. And both had the same records. We were both 10-2. They're Division II school. We're Division I school. It was a really good game. It was good for our kids to play on a neutral floor. That's usually where the district championships are held at Ohio Dominican, a bigger floor. And, anytime we can make our kids uncomfortable, like when we went to Florida or play in this event, I just think it's a positive thing. And, our kids played real well that day, responded. We were able to come up with a win.
Good. We'll come back. We'll take a look at some of the highlights from the games in the past couple of weeks. We'll do that right after these words.
Bucci's Italian Scratch Kitchen is a unique dining experience with made-from-scratch ingredients and meticulous preparation of each and every plate. At Bucci's, you will not find a canned sauce in our kitchen. Every sauce from marinara and alfredo to our scampi and marsala is prepared from scratch every single day for every single meal.
Don't forget the dessert prepared from scratch in our kitchen. Choose from fresh-made cheesecake, tiramisu, brownies, or creme brulee for a sweet treat to finish your meal.
Bucci's is also expanding with the addition of our Dock Lounge, featuring the best in local live entertainment, as well as a variety of signature cocktails and limited menu items.
The upstairs Urban 501 area is available to host your most special occasions and private events.
Also coming soon to Bucci's is our fabulous outdoor courtyard area where you and your friends can enjoy outdoor games and entertainment. Located at 320 West Center Street in Marion, Ohio, Bucci's Italian Scratch Kitchen, Urban 501, the Dock, and the Courtyard are your one-stop entertainment hub for any event, large or small.
Once again, back on the Coach's Corner program, talking with Jamie Pearson. We talked about the 4 games that you played. We're going to see highlights from the 3 games, and might as well start with the game at Gallion.
Yeah, like I said, a tough place to play. They have 2 guys that you could argue would be first-team all-league this year or in past years, and they're seniors. And, going on the road, it was a big challenge. So, we wanted to try to speed the game up a little bit, and we did a really good job on their 2 scorers. They had some other kids that made some plays to keep them in the game. They're Marquise Long with a block shot early on. And then Boston Pearson, he's one of our talented sophomores, him and Tremel Thompson-Reese with the block there. They're doing big things for us. And Logan Thrapp, he's really been good defensively lately. He leads the league in assists, but he's been picking people's pocket quite a bit lately. There he steals it and throws it ahead to Marquise Long. And then there's Thrapp again on the break. Really quick kid. I think he's going to surprise some people when track season comes along. Extremely fast. And he's really been getting better defensively for us. I think that was his 3rd steal of the game. And, once again, he converts there. So we're still down at this point in the second quarter. As I said, they played us extremely tough. It's always good when we get Braylon going. And he hits nothing but net there. He gets an and-one, which was big. And then more Braylon. A missed shot there, a swish there on the fadeaway 3. Braylon gets hot, and we keep waiting, and he'll continue to get more and more consistent. There's Logan Thrapp again. He's been shooting it really well for us this year. And then there's Alex Stokes with the 3 from the assist from Logan Thrapp. Alex is a senior that does some big stuff for us, and we had several blocks that night, and there was one from Alex. And what we like about that, when we block it and start transition, usually good things happen. Loose balls are paramount in basketball. Here, Marquise is the first one, 2-1. He gets easy points, lays it up there, and at the end of the day, we were able to escape Galleon, winning by 9. So I was pretty happy with it.
And then follow up in the 614 tournament down in Ohio Dominican.
Yeah, we had a 2 p.m. game. I like Saturday afternoon games. I don't think ADs do because maybe they lose some money, but early on we had Boston Pearson with the block. Boston's been doing a really good job for us inside. Logan Thrapp hitting a 3 there. Again, that's become more and more of a theme, his shooting. He doesn't shoot a lot of them, but when he does, his accuracy's been great. There we have, Marquise with the steal. Logan Thrapp with the finish there as well. So, as I've said many times on this program, when we get our transition going, we're pretty good. Marquise knocks it away there. Great defense by Tremel Thompson-Reese, who's on the play too, and we were able to convert that. Second game in a row, Alex was able to hit a 3 there, and then another Boston Pearson block. He's been doing a good job in the paint for us defensively. It's one of his strengths for us. And, our future guest, Tremel Thompson-Reese, he knocks it away and gets the steal. Tremel had some really big moments in that game. He had a run-out layup. I don't know if we'll see that or not. But, Boston Pearson comes up with the steal there, and just some good things. So there's some offensive rebounds by us. Marquise with the steal. He finishes it. We're doing a really good job on the offensive glass as well, and that's a great example of that. We got a miss. Boston and Marquise battling for it, and Marquise is able to put it in. Marquise has scored a lot of points here at Harding so far. And then, Alex Stokes coming up with the steal. Late in the game, we were really able to take control, up 11 there, finish winning by 10, but just really proud of the guys.
And then on the road at Shelby.
Yeah, as I said, it didn't go great for us to start. Our shooting was not good early. Their shooting was not good either, but they were able to get a few more easy baskets early, which we knew would be the key to the game. Logan Thrapp with the steal, and then we got Boston Pearson with a nice block here. Early on, points were hard to come by. Both teams were struggling. It was a packed environment. We see Trey Cady from the corner with a 3, which was big for us to kind of get us going. Down, I think 7 here. Marquise leading the fast break in the second quarter, and just when he's able to convert, he pulls up and avoids the charge, and keeping us in the game. Again, Trey Cady with a nice play on the block there. The officials were letting us play, and I don't know who that benefited, but it was a pretty physical game. But a lot of these kids from Shelby have a lot of minutes playing together. Some of our guys do as well. But there's Tremel Thompson-Reese. As I said, he's really been coming on strong. Hits a 3 there, which was giant for us. And then a really great block there. Marquise Long blocking Alex Brustcutter, a senior, going for the dunk. But it wasn't our night, as they got us by 17 or 16 points. And so, that's the start of the second time through in the league. So it'll be a battle for everybody in the league because everybody knows each other, and that second time really can be difficult. So we'll see.
We don't have the highlights of the Highland game, but I know and Highland's been struggling. That was a game you got up, but then you kind of went into a little bit of a lull, and they made a little bit of a run. Yeah. And then you were able to kind of pull away there towards the end of the game.
Yep. Highland, they're young. They got a bright future, but sometimes teams know who's favored to win, and that one we were probably favored to win. So there's no pressure sometimes on those underdogs. And on that given night, Highland was able to really shoot it well, especially in the second quarter. I think they hit like 7 threes on us, and it wasn't the players you'd expect to do that. So, that's what makes basketball great. On any given night, anybody can get hot and anybody can beat anybody. But fortunately for our guys, we were able to settle down in the second half, and it was tight through the third quarter, and then we were able to pull away in the fourth quarter. I think we won by 17. So, as they say, a win is a win is a win. So, was pleased to get a win at home, a place we haven't had a lot of games at. So, when we're there, we want to make sure we get a W.
All right. We'll come back. We'll preview the games coming up this week. We'll do that right after these words. This is the segment where we talk to one of the players, and pleased to be talking with sophomore Tremel Thompson-Reese, and appreciate you being on.
Thanks for having me.
You didn't really have much choice, though, did you?
Yeah.
Okay. How long have you been playing basketball?
Since like third grade.
Okay. And all in the Marion City School system? So you've kind of come up through the program then.
Yeah.
Kind of talk a little bit as a sophomore. You've seen a lot of varsity minutes and so forth. As a freshman last year, did you play much varsity, or was pretty much JV or freshman?
I was on freshman and JV last year, but from being a freshman to a sophomore and go from JV to varsity is like a big step, because a varsity game and varsity pace is so much faster than JV. It's like you just gotta kind of get used to it.
Yeah, that's kind of the thing I've heard over the years when I've talked to somebody that's made that adjustment, and they said that the pace and the speed is the biggest adjustment.
Yeah.
What's the best part of your game?
See, my best part of my game is I'm a defender and I can get downhill like at any time. What they do with me is they'll put me on the best player from the other team, and I just do what I'm supposed to do.
All right, and then maybe the one thing that you're kind of trying to work on to get a little bit better for the next couple of years.
I just gotta work on keeping my attitude and my head in the game, and then just also work on my shot to get it better.
Talk a little bit about the season in general. We're more than halfway through the season now, and the team's really had a pretty good record with the exception of those. I know you'd like to have those Shelby games back. Just kind of talk a bit about the mindset of you and the rest of the teammates, and how you feel that the season's gone so far.
Well, in the start of the summer, you never really know how the team's going to be, and then as you go on and on and on, we all start to come together as one, and then we just play how we play. Just kind of glad the season's going how it's going, because we really did work hard over the summer and everything, and Coach Pearson, he puts a lot of time into us, and then us responding to him being 12-3 is just kind of like our thank you to him.
You know, and you look back, the last couple of years, obviously a little better last year, but, Harding had gone through a rough patch there where there weren't a lot of wins for a few years. So it's good to see it kind of turning around, and certainly I know you've been a key member of the team so far. Do you have any goals, either for yourself or for the team, as you kind of wrap the season up?
As the season wraps up, I just hope we go far into the tournament, because I like to see Marquise and Braylon, all the seniors. I like to see them happy that we go far into the tournament, because the past couple of years have been first round exits.
Yeah.
Don't want to do that this year. We want to go far, and I think we got potential to go far.
Yeah. Well, get a few more wins, get a good seed, and hopefully that'll be the case. And it'd be nice to be able to host a game too, as well.
Yeah.
Well, appreciate you being on, and best of luck the rest of the season.
Thanks for having me.
We'll be back with more on our Coach's Corner program right after these words. Back once again on the Coach's Corner program, and River Valley, Shelby, and Harding, I think, have kind of, I'm not sure what I'm looking for, but you've kind of separated yourself, I think, from a lot of the other teams in the league, and this ought to be, I know the game here came down literally to the last possession for River Valley, and I would expect the same thing on Friday night over there.
Yeah, that's what we would hope. We were fortunate enough to get them the first time through. This is my third year at Harding, and every year it's been, Shelby, River Valley, and Harding, and then kind of everybody else, and it's shaping up that way this year. Shelby has no losses. It looks like they're in the driver's seat to win the league. We have 2 losses, both to them. River Valley has 2 losses, 1 to us, 1 to them.
Controversial loss.
Yeah, I've heard. Didn't get to actually see that. So, but anytime you have these two Marion County schools, I know River Valley and Pleasant just played. Pleasant was minus their superstar, and Pleasant hung tough. So it doesn't matter. It's just that energy. There's a packed gym. It's the kids are excited because they all know each other, and it's just a great chance for people to compete. And River Valley, has 8 or 9 wins in a row. Went and saw them recently, scored 92 on a Division II Central District Power, Bloom Carroll. So they're really playing well. They have 5 guys that can really put it in the basket. They play well together. They play their system. And so it'll be a great challenge for us. But we're familiar with them. They're familiar with us. So, we'll just see. Sometimes it comes down to those loose balls and, those rebounds and some of those hustle plays to see who wins big games like that.
And then an unusual Monday night game.
Yeah, our schedule does not get easier. We play one of the top probably 15 teams in the Central District, Big Walnut. We were able to beat them in a tight game last year at their place. They're a definite factor for the Central District Division I tournament. I like where we're at, though. I like that we're we have Shelby, we have River Valley, we have Big Walnut, and then we'll go to Delaware Hayes, who's probably a top 5 team in the state. So we're definitely going to get some challenges toward the end of the season. And as a coach, I think that's what you want. We're 12-3, I think, at this point. But it's time to continue to sharpen the knife to get ready for the postseason. And obviously at River Valley tonight will be a big part of that. And then on a short turnaround, going to host Big Walnut, an OCC team, that'll continue to get us ready as well before we kind of finish out our league schedule.
When's the tournament draw?
The tournament draw, I believe it's the first or second week in February. It might be February 11th or 14th.
So it's still a few ways.
Yeah, you got a couple weeks for it. You're jockeying to try to have the best record you can. Anytime you get quality wins, good things happen. They're going to the different format this year where they're using max preps. They're using some sort of calculation, kind of like they do with football and computer points. In the past, the coaches have all voted. All 40 coaches in the Central District vote for everybody, and then they average the coaches' votes, and they see people accordingly that way. This year they're using a computer system where coaches' opinions have nothing to do with it. And
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's interesting. So, we'll see how it plays out. I don't know if it'll help a place like Marion and all of the sports just because we're a ways away from Columbus. Sometimes we're the redheaded stepchild, if you will, even though our league is really, really good this year. I think sometimes because we're not in that direct Columbus vicinity, maybe we can get a little lower than maybe we deserve. But I think some of the thought is that to do using the max prep computer point system maybe try to make it a little evener. But as you know, Jeff, someone will always be unhappy. But it'll be interesting to see how it works out.
Well, I go back again a long time when Larry Larson used to host the tournament draw, and I mean, you had one division at like 1 o'clock on a Sunday afternoon, another one at 2, another one at 3, and it was an all afternoon. And it was a fun event, and everybody, all the coaches got together, and they really liked that. So I'm sorry that they're kind of getting away from that.
Well, they're still getting together because the coaches still get to put themselves on the board. It's just the seatings, and they don't do it in person anymore. Of course, it's on Zoom. But the way the internet works, everybody was so curious who went where, so everybody was there. And now the way social media and the internet and texting and everything goes out, everything is spread right away anyway. But I definitely do miss some of those days. But it can be a pretty nerve-wracking day, that draw, because you don't know where you want to go, you don't know who wants to come play you, and with 40 teams, you got to know a little bit about a lot of guys. And so as you're trying to figure out who you think you might match up with to be able to get a couple wins in the tournament.
All right, well, big week coming up for you. Best of luck in both your ball games. We'll talk again next week.
Hey, Jeff, I appreciate it. You stay warm out there.
I'll do that. That's going to wrap it up for this edition of the Coach's Corner program. For head coach Jamie Pearson, I'm Jeff Ruth. Thanks for watching.